So on the weekend I had an early Easter celebration. So I thought to show you how I made some of the things because a few of my friends and family asked ahead of their upcoming celebrations on how to do it. So we're going to start with this green bunting made out of little bows. This can be made out of any types of ribbon or bias binding or fabric, even if you just tore it into strips. But I'll put the ribbons that I use, which were just on Amazon and came really fast, and they've got a really nice sheen to them. I used a mix of two colors, which I think creates a bit of an elevated look, but you could mix and match, you could do multicolored, you could keep it monochrome. I liked it because I'm in London and it made it feel like a bit of springtime fields, foliage, and we had lots of nice flowers and greenery in the room as well. So I'll put those in the description in case you want to do it exactly the same, but they also have different colors on their Amazon store as well. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a close-up of the bow, and like I said, if you're not going with my 80 centimeter length and you want to have a go yourself, I suggest keeping the reel on so that you can tie your bow, see if it's the right length. If not, shift a bit down, give yourself, more length. I run out, but more length on the bow, tie it again, see if you like the drop that's left. It gives you a bit more flexibility without having to waste the ribbon by cutting all the lengths. So I'll pop this away and we'll work with the 80 centimeter length that I told you about. So I have a few that I've cut out already. So like I said, measure out all your pieces. You're going to end up with many strips, and then make your bows and then start hot glue gunning. So I've got these just down here. It's going a bit dark. So if we get our length, we want to have our ends equal down here. Find your middle point, and you're just going to be doing bunny ears. So you want your sheeny side on top, and I'm sure you all know how to do bunny ears, but I'm going to do it anyway. So a little bunny ear here, little loop, little bunny here, loop here. See if your ends are equal. Mine have gone a bit funny, so I'm going to just wiggle that around. I need that end to be slightly shorter. That looks good. So have your two little bunny ears. You're going to, I go left over right, bunny ears left over right, tuck it over, under and through the hole that you've created. You can do it slow, I do. Make it nice and pull gently through. So what you're left with is this lovely bow, which has the sheeny side of the ribbon on the outside, and looks really nice on both sides. So if your bunting's outside or by a window and it's blowing around, if it does flip or if it flies sort of over, it's going to look nice on both sides. So that's how I do my bow. I would put that down, get my next strip, start again, bunny ear, my lengths look a little bit off, that's fine. Keep them equal, it saves you time later and it saves you chopping to length. Just get it right the first time is my opinion. Bunny ears left over right, over, tuck it under and through that hole. You can just do, you can just do a normal bow, but if you do it this way, my opinion is that it ends up being really nice and flat, and the joiny bit here creates this nice covered centerpiece, which has two strands that go directly down. And if they don't go directly down the first couple of times you do it, that's okay, you can kind of wiggle them, but this method gives you a bit more leeway to fix it and make it really nice and flat. So I've got two now, looking really nice. I'll do a last one. So I've got my lengths equal, shiny side up, bunny ear, lengths look good. Going left over right, over, through the hole, grab that little bit and gently pull. See, looks really funny, but so good because with this, if you gently pull, it means you've got a little bit more leeway to just make it equal. So I'm going to pull a bit more tightly now at the end. Lovely. Another one. So I've got three bows, and we're going to work with these to now hot glue gun, but I'm sure you can see where this is going. Okay, so we've got our bows that we made earlier, the three down here, and we're going to glue gun them. Ultimately, what we're looking for is to connect the two edges of the bows together. You're looking for not a dot, but a line of glue to get the full surface area so that it doesn't peel and then give way on the weight of the bunting. So not a dot, but a line, and that will help secure it a little bit more. So what I do is I get my first bow. I alternated colors, so I've got my first bow, I've got my second bow ready to go in the direction that I want it to be glued. Stick my finger through the loop here and give it a little hold. Then I get my hot glue gun, which I just got around the corner, and a piece of scrap paper for any excess glue. Give it a wipe so there are no strands. And we're going to do a little line of glue. So you can see where I've already gone in the past. Little line of glue, your other piece, and you're matching it up, giving it a little press together. Hold it for a few seconds. Give it a little blow. And then, oh, glued my hand, that's okay. And then there it is. So you want to be gentle at the start. You can go ahead with the next one, but be gentle just in case that glue hasn't set. So again, put my finger through the loop. We want to strip. Wipe it off on the paper if you need to, helps that strand. And you're going to match them up and squish. Give it a couple of seconds. Give it a little blow if you need to. And there you go. For those who asked to be shown, you probably realize now I didn't need that. It is really simple, a little bit time consuming, but as I said, once you've got all those lengths, just put something on in the background and you can get through it really quickly. The important thing I think for me is keeping the lengths equal. It makes it look really clean and neat. So keep the dropped lengths equal. If you like, you can add a little bit of extra detail at the bottom if you have time. But if you're thinking of doing that, do it at the end, because sometimes you just run out of time and then they're all uniform. And what I mean by that is you can cut it on an angle, you can cut it, fold it in half and cut it on an angle so it's a bit peaked. But yes, so really, really simple. I've done the alternating colors, which I said I would link. 80 centimeters for that length, and then go from there. If you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer them. If you want to see anything else, I am happy to post. So yeah, enjoy. Happy Easter.